Hey guys, it's Dustin here, and welcome back to, I believe this is episode 3. We got a lot of new stuff. We've got better lighting, because I added another light. We got a new camera. We've got a new update in FL Studio, actually. I have not even looked and seen what really came out. I've also learned some new things for related to mixing and mastering later on. So once we get down to that, we'll be able to kind of figure out more. And I also re-recorded the vocals because I have a better idea, and I hated that little gap that we had. So I'm gonna play right now the new thing that we have. After I make sure that this is recording. Yep, that's recording. So I'm going to play the what we have so far. All I've ever lost is gone before. Now I know the cost of all the chains and knowledge. I'm drowning here. So help me find some peace of mind. I can hardly stand as my limbs collapse. Okay, so we have that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to add I'm going to add a kind of be the intro, and then it's going to start building up. So you're going to think it's like a really mellow song, and then it starts really building up. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, I added background music, and I think it was in the last episode. I'm gonna try and do that more. Pick different. Eventually, I'd like to just have my own background music that I've written, but the whole point of the series is that we're writing a song for the first time, a full song for the first time. So this was written on my 7-string, but I think I'm gonna bring out my 6-string for this next part. Okay. So now that you guys can kind of see this more, we are going to we're going to add in. So this part I kind of want clean, but this next part, is there a way I can add so like from here, and then like I want to say maybe we'll start it here. We can always move it back after. Is there a way? I think there's a way I can add like a marker here. Hang on, let me deselect this. Eventually I'm gonna get better at doing different what's it called? Different hotkeys and stuff. But let me see if I can add one here. Heavy. I'm gonna do that last part. So this is kind of where that will be. I think so. It will kind of be like a build up. We'll add a lot of the actual guitar effects in a separate episode. Probably we're just gonna get the bass line part written down right now, not like the bass guitar melody or whatever, because then we're gonna move on to drums and stuff. So I'm gonna record and show you guys kind of the chords I have for right now, just so you guys can get an idea. this one, yeah. So yeah, so I'm gonna record this to show you guys. So we're gonna boost this up so I can hear it. Okay. I'm just gonna show you guys what the chords are right now. So the chords I'm thinking of adding is basically playing the same thing. Or sorry. Let's see if we can actually add in the at least the heavier guitar sound for right now. Okay, so I have found a guitar tone. It's called Jerry in Chains, which is, funnily enough, I think supposed to be like Alice in Chains. But I'm gonna show you guys the chords, and then we'll actually record the chord progression. So it's kind of the same thing. So we're gonna make sure we put this. So let me actually move this. So we're gonna play it from the kind of the start of the song. We're gonna make sure this is on. All I've ever lost is gone before. Now I know the cost of all the chains and knowledge. I'm drowning here. So help me find some peace of mind. I can hardly stand as my limbs collapse. I don't know if I actually like that right there. So we're going to I mean, we'll kind of hear this. I kind of think that after this part, we should kind of do like a bass like thing or whatever to kind of start to bring it in. So like after here, we would go like boom, boom, or whatever. So I'm also gonna add a marker here. This is all just to keep, so I don't forget. Hey guys, it's Future Dustin here. I just wanted to let you guys know that at this point I cut out a bunch of stuff. It was a lot of me organizing and renaming things and stuff, and it was kind of boring. So when I cut back, I'll have had organized everything and stuff, and I cut down the guitars to kind of the better part or whatever. Yeah, I just want to let you guys know so that way you guys aren't confused. Okay, so let's hear this now. All I've ever lost is gone before. Now I know the cost of all the chains and knowledge. I'm drowning here. So help me find some peace of mind. I can hardly stand as my limbs collapse. So I have to adjust. I'm definitely gonna have to adjust some of that EQ on there. But that sounds good for right now. So we'll have kind of a bass in the background. I kind of want a better transition between this and this, because this is cool. Because then we're gonna want. So this is kind of like the intro, which this intro part I'm really happy with so far. And then this part, we want to go into. I want to kind of have a bass line. Starts to go into the heavy guitar. I think like that kind of, or something like that. And I want drums and the heavy guitar to start at the same time. So we can obviously we can move a bunch of that stuff, and then the heavy guitar. So some of that stuff's gonna have to be like better or whatever. So this is where it's gonna, until we start mixing mastering, it's gonna sound bad on the what's it called, on the I'm sorry, my brain's not working, on like the phone or whatever, until I can start mixing and mastering it, because I'd like to do a video on that, because I'm still learning through that too. That's a slow and tedious process though. That one would probably be a little bit more boring to see, because I would just be not really talking. Yeah, I mean, so we need to add drums in. We have kind of, I like this, the chorus here, but we got to figure out where I would want the lyrics to start up next. Well, yeah, okay, so let's hear this now. So I move this stuff a little bit better. These are still just good markers to know, just so I remember. All I've ever lost is gone before. Now I know the cost of all the chains and knowledge. I'm drowning here. So help me find some peace of mind. I can hardly stand as my limbs collapse. Maybe drums should start here, actually. So we go into here, so that way it's just not so that way there's a little bit of a difference. So right now I'm just adding notes kind of to myself, which I've never really done before, but I'm kind of, just because there's a couple things I'm thinking of right now. Like I wouldn't want clean guitars for verse, heavy for chorus. Oops, me name that Cladan. Hey guys, Future Destin here again. I cut a bunch more out because I was struggling with where to go next and figuring out the structure and stuff. So I was making just a lot of notes to myself and stuff like that. So it was really boring to sit through stuff. But now that was watching it back, I have some ideas for where to go next now. So I will save that for next episode. When I cut back, you'll see me starting to write down the chords and stuff of the verse and the intro and stuff to kind of get an idea of that down. It's definitely hard because it's like I have an idea of how I want it to go. I just can't figure out the chorus chords. Structure is so hard in a fucking song. So right now I have okay. Seriously, there's an update for sticky notes. Why would I need an update? Okay. So right now we have long intro. end on a solo? Do people ever do that? So this is kind of what my idea is so far for the structure. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I have the chords up here, and I'm thinking the long intro, which is we're gonna arpeggiate, which I did not spell it right. Then a clean verse into the heavier chorus, into another clean verse, into the chorus, and then a build up, and then I want a solo in there, but I'm thinking it'd be cool to end on the solo because I don't know many people who do that. So that'd be cool, something different to do. Yeah, so I'm going to probably end that off here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Hope you guys like the new camera, the background music, the new lighting and stuff. I'm trying to make everything look better. I'm also going to, of course, do the song of the week. Fallen from C, there's one that I've been learning on guitar. So I would say Fallen from C there. Yeah, but it's. I hope you guys have enjoyed this week's episode. This is kind of the structure idea that I'm going for right now. We have the whole chorus thing over here. We have their intro, our main vocal and stuff, or our vocals for that intro, the clean guitar and the heavy guitar. We have some of the ideas where we want the rest of the song to go. So really a lot of it's just gonna be figuring it out. Yeah. One thing I'm starting to notice though is it's hard to do it every week because it's hard to just like come up with the idea. So I'm probably going to switch between like doing an episode every other week and then something in between. It was just hard last week to like edit or whatever the stuff. Like this next week's Thanksgiving, so it's probably gonna be a bit harder. So there might not be a video next week. But I'm trying to get them as consistent as possible. But yeah, without further ado, guys, I will see you guys later. Bye.